The 2012 Video Game Awards are brought to you by Netflix. For a free 30-day trial, head on over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Video Game Viewer Choice Awards for December 28th. It's 2012. I'm Gannon for this special event. Joining me tonight, Mr. Jason Winter. How are you, sir?
I'm very happy because I have a tie just like yours, and I didn't wear it. I chose this one instead. So
good.
Glad we coordinated on that.
At least we send pictures back and forth, you know.
Oh yeah, we do that all the time.
Joining us from Zam.com, Mr. Scott Hawks, how are you?
Doing well. Got off the red carpet. Put the people back in their peasant places where they should be. I'm ready. We're good.
We're ready. We're good. And we forgot to send the memo to Josh Allen, a.k.a. Lore.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
You guys are making me wish I owned a suit.
Well, funny enough, I'm not even joking. I was coming on without a jacket and tie, but luckily I keep this at the office. And then all of a sudden I saw Scott jump up, and I'm like, he's wearing a tie and a vest. And then all of a sudden Jason popped in. I'm like, he's wearing a tie and a jacket. Run to the back room and get my jacket and tie. Yes, I needed a reason to wear it because I didn't want to be the only one to wear it. So this is why we're late. So I had to prepare. But welcome. It's the 2012 Viewer Choice Awards. Yes. So we posted up on the old GameBreaker TVs, I guess about a month ago, for all of you, the viewers, to vote on a bunch of different categories for the 2012 Game of the Year and a bunch of other categories we're going to go through. So these are all voted on by you. But actually, I'm going to start first. You know what? Screw these MMOs. No, let's just talk about us. No.
Okay, cool.
Bah! No, I want to know let's go around the room real quick and talk about like just what our game of the year is. Jason, I'll start with you. Xbox, PS3, PC, doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be an MMO. But what was your game of 2012?
I hate to sound terribly cliche, but my favorite still had to be Guild Wars 2. I hate to say it. It sounds easy, but it's what I put like 400 hours into or something according to Raptor. And yeah, I'm not saying it's not perfect. It's not maybe the MMO to end all MMOs, but it does a lot of things right. It hits a lot of the buttons I like, and it works for me better than anything else I could play right now. That's just how I am, how I roll.
It's a good choice, sir. It was definitely a big game in 2012. Josh Allen.
Terra. I had to say it. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I had to. I think I always have a hard time picking one particular favorite. If I'm looking at what has absorbed the most of my time this year, it would be World of Warcraft. That would obviously be the obvious choice coming from me, especially people who know the content I put out. I've really gotten into a lot of shooters this year too, though. Really gotten into a lot of shooters, and I'm really enjoying PlanetSide 2 right now. Like just spending every second I can, I'm spending on PlanetSide 2.
Are you going with PlanetSide 2 as your game of the year?
I think I would still go World of Warcraft as my personal game of the year, just because if we're looking at the entirety of 2012, I've spent so much time in World of Warcraft this year.
You guys say Mists of Pandaria then, because that's what came out in 2012.
Mists of Pandaria, yeah.
So you're saying that the expansion
Mists of Pandaria came in 2012.
You don't want to be, flamed, and you don't want Molotov cocktails being thrown at your house if you say something else. I totally understand.
I just said World of Warcraft was the game of the year. I'm gonna get flamed anyway, Gary.
Scott Hawks, how about you?
I have to say, a few months ago, it would have been very easy, my choice. But I love Borderlands 2. I thought it was great fun, especially multiplayer, really smart, really funny, and just a great laugh. And PlanetSide 2, as you know, I'm rather absorbed with and enthralled with as well. But it'll still probably just about be Guild Wars 2. Still just about for me. Just technically and just where it stood. But as I said, PlanetSide 2 probably a close second.
I'm gonna try to squeak in a top 5 over the weekend if I can, but I don't know. So I guess I'll just go over them here and just blow. I probably won't get it done. So I'll just, yeah. I was trying to think about my top 5. It's hard, right? It's hard to kind of like narrow it down to just 5.
There's a lot of good stuff in 2012. Lots of good stuff. There really
was, and I know I'm gonna get flamed for this because of the ending, but I have to say Mass Effect 3. I still have to say Mass Effect 3 is my game of the year. It is the closest thing to possibly being inside of a cinematic movie. I just love Mass Effect. I love the art direction. I think the voiceover work was awesome. There's a couple little hiccups here, but I loved it. I don't know. I thought it was great. There's so many other good games though. I'd say if I have to say my top 5, I think Walking Dead is on there. I've been playing a ton of that. PlanetSide 2 might be on there. I think PlanetSide 2. Yeah, PlanetSide 2 is on there. And Guild Wars 2 is definitely in there as well.
I'll tell you my sleeper hit along with PlanetSide 2, which I have played a lot of in Guild Wars 2. I really liked Pirate 101. Was the MMO that the follow-up to Wizard 101 that KingsIsle did, and I've liked it a lot more than I liked Wizard. Yeah, it's got kind of a young appeal to it, but they really did a lot of good things there to make it interesting enough to the adults, and also you can see where they've progressed from their first game by adding a lot of new features and additional little graphic bits in here and there, and just really styling it up real nice.
That's interesting.
That's probably been my number 3 MMO really for the year after PlanetSide and Guild Wars.
Now you're making me very intrigued. Now I want to go check it out because I have not tried that one. All right, let's get into this. Is not about us. Usually it's all about us, but this is about the viewers' choices. This is all about the choices you guys put forth. I think we ended up. What did we end up with, Jason? First of all, thanks for Jason Winter for putting this all together because he kind of like spearheaded this whole entire project. Golf clap, Jason. Thank you. How many? What did we end up with? Like we ended up like 49,000 entries or something.
That was something in the 40s. Yeah.
I think we just under 50,000 entries. So a lot of you guys voted, and thank you for voting. Oh crap! I guess we got to give some stuff away on this show too. I'm totally not prepared. Maybe hopefully our Rich, if you're watching the show, hopefully you can get some winners for us because we're supposed to be giving away some A40s. I completely spaced out and forgot. So hopefully we'll give those away in the show.
Somebody log into PlanetSide too. He might be in there.
Yes, he might. Somebody tell him. All right, let's start it off. Let's start off with best graphics. We even have envelopes. That's how expensive this show is. All right, best graphics. Who's got the prettiest pixels? The choices for our viewers were Ion, Guild Wars 2, Terra, PlanetSide 2, and Rift. Let's see what the viewers' choice did. Oh, it's not working.
Don't we have a drum roll?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
It'll probably stop before I open this up, though. Early applause. Nope. Not supposed to applaud. All right, stop.
It's for you opening the envelope. That's what.
It's for me. Thank you.
Envelope's open.
Hey,
good work.
Go, Gary.
Thank you. Let's do the top 3. So best graphics coming in at number 3. Terra in at number 3. All right,
for whatever other issues some of us had with the game, I think we can all agree it looks really nice.
It does.
Yep.
We gave Terra a lot of slack, but one thing it does not look is ugly. It's definitely a pretty game. Mm-hmm. Coming in at number 2, PlanetSide 2.
Explosions are always pretty.
PlanetSide 2 is a great engine. We just talked about this on Twemo today on This Week in MMO, and the what's the engine called again?
Lightforge.
Lightforge. Yeah.
Forge
Like that. It's a great looking engine. You be on like Esamir, you coming over a hill, you got the sun, the god rays as we like to call them, just shining all in your face. Some fog. Looks great. But
lots of nice hopes for EQ Next as well because of that too.
Coming in at number 1. Can anybody guess it? It's Guild Wars 2! Woohoo! Guild Wars 2, best looking game. You guys voted. I gotta agree. I have to agree. Damn fine looking game right there. The Guild Wars 2.
It's one of the only MMOs where instead of having to walk over a hill to see something spectacular, the hill's spectacular. So yeah, it's
that's actually an amazing way to put it. Yeah, instead of constantly having to explore around to find things that look good in Guild Wars 2. You just point your camera in a direction, and there you go. You've now got a scenic vista in front of you. It is fantastic.
All right, let's move on to the next category. This one, best soundtrack. Let's do best soundtrack. This is a hard one to kind of nail down. Oh wait, I gotta wait. I gotta tell you the options first. We gotta drag this out. You know, we're
always very prepared here at GameBreaker TV.
I'm just worried about paper cuts by the end of the night. Gary could be bleeding out.
I'll be totally okay. I'll be okay. Best soundtrack. Okay. Which game gives you the most oral excitement, oral pleasures? Would it be Guild Wars 2, PlanetSide 2, Rift, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Lord of the Rings Online, Secret World, World of Warcraft? Lots of choices in this one. Lots of choices. So here we go.
Sophie to help.
It smells like victory. Best soundtrack coming in at number 3. Star Wars: The Old Republic. Oh, wrong one.
Speaking of soundtrack,
it is kind of hard to compete with Star Wars soundtrack.
Well, you got John Williams as a leg up to start with, so you know you've got a good base to start from. But they did do a great job of adapting it. I mean, some of the work they did with like the basic themes from the originals, and then sort of like sent it off in different directions. It's a really good soundtrack.
Coming in at number 2, Josh Allen's Game of the Year. It's World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I think, especially with the new soundtrack in Mists of Pandaria, it definitely was a very, very strong step forward for the World of Warcraft soundtrack this time around. So yeah, absolutely.
They have an amazing soundtrack. I mean, the soundtrack's a lot. What's the guy's? I can't remember the composer's
Russell
name.
Brown.
Yes. He's just unbelievable. They really do just a sick job. Coming in at number 1 for Best Soundtrack of 2012 GameBreaker Viewer Choice Awards, it's Guild Wars 2! Guild Wars 2. Best graphics, best soundtrack, voted by you. Don't get mad at us. Don't flame us. We did vote this. These are all by the viewers.
I voted for PlanetSide 2. But, you know.
Is that the Jason? That's the Jason sarcasm. I can feel.
I know it's not at all. I did, but, you know, congrats to Guild Wars 2.
Congrats. Guild Wars 2, 2-0
Jeremy
so far.
Beautiful stuff.
Next up, let's do best free-to-play game. 2012 has definitely been the year of free-to-play.
Now, just to clarify, this is for the best new free-to-play. It wasn't just free-to-play. It was like game that made the transition. Because if it's free-to-play, that's everything. It's either a new free-to-play game or one that transitioned from pay-to-play to free-to-play.
Right, when free-to-play in 2012. So sorry, right. You know, RuneScape is not going to be on the list. So on the list for best free-to-play game, best new free-to-play game of 2012, Ion did go free-to-play in 2012. Another gorgeous-looking game. EverQuest, oldie but a goodie, on the list for the vintage fellow. PlanetSide 2, Star Trek Online, SWTOR. We could drag this out even longer. What do we all think? Scott Hawks, what are you going to go with here? What are you going to say is the best new?
What would I go with?
Yeah,
I would say personally, PlanetSide 2 by a country mile. It's just such a phenomenal game. Really good way they've incorporated the free-to-play model. It's great stuff.
By a country mile. Josh Allen, aka Lore, what do you think? What would win best in your eyes?
Yeah, pretty much PlanetSide 2. Yeah, I think it's, how do I put it? It's a really, really solid game even without the free-to-play model, but putting it in to me it feels leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of the other options on the list in terms of free-to-play. It's just very, very strong game for a free-to-play model.
Jason Winter.
Well, I compiled the votes, but I think I voted for PlanetSide 2 because, again, like we said, the just the way that they implemented it made sure it wasn't pay to win, which is what everyone was always complaining about when we're worried about when there's a new free to play coming out. But they definitely avoided that and made it the kind of thing that I think works for just about everybody, whether you're going to pay or not.
I got to go with the same answer. I got to go PlanetSide 2. I think definitely as far as free to play games go, they just did it right. I've been throwing money at them since the day it launched. I'm broke. I'm completely broke. All right, so best new free to play game. Man, it's just so hard to open. Jeez. Best new free-to-play game coming in at number three. Number three is Ion. Woo! Ion.
Yeah, it's really surprising. I mean, Ion is something that it seemed like it just flopped when it came out because it had such huge expectations back in '09, but it really has improved upon itself pretty well. And there's been a lot of people, I know Q plays it a lot, and she talks about how great the free-to-play model is, so definitely something that's made a pretty good comeback for having kind of a rough start.
Coming in at number 2. Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I find that a bit surprising, honestly. Like, I know lots of people are still playing SWTOR. I know lots of people are still enjoying SWTOR, but with as much flack as the free-to-play model, I find that kind of surprising. I'm impressed.
The numbers do not lie. These are voted on by the GameBreaker fans, and they voted number 2, Star Wars: The Old Republic, as the best free-to-play game. I mean, now...
The second best, but yeah.
Second best. There is a lot of good content there for free. If you look at it from that perspective, there's a lot of good story and there's a lot of good content going up to that point. I mean, it's got its issues. You can watch The Republic today for more of that. I was going nuts. I kind of lost it a little, but there is a lot of good content.
People like speeders with Christmas lights on. What can I say?
Coming in at number 1. Whoop, wrong one. Don't laugh at my card machine skills. Coming in at number 1, best new free-to-play game of 2012. No surprise, it's PlanetSide 2, PlanetSide 2, PlanetSide 2. Definitely hit all the marks. Hit all the marks. Yeah. Like I said, for a free-to-play game, I'm just throwing money at it. Like, I just can't, I gotta buy more and more coins. Then they did the triple station cash day. I threw more money at it. And I like doing it. You know what's weird? I was thinking about I always talk about the psychological thing of like free-to-play games and all the shows, and we talk about like the mindset you're in when you're spending money on a microtransaction. And I realized the other day that it's like, I actually feel good when I spend money on PlanetSide 2. Like, I feel like I'm actually contributing to the longevity of the game. And I'm like, man, this dollar's going to go so... I just saved a puppy. Somewhere.
Well, and it's such a non-abusive model. It really nails the core of the free-to-play model, which is get somebody to really, really enjoy playing the game to the extent that they are willing to spend money to increase their enjoyment of playing that game. That's a lot of my personal complaints with the SWTOR model, is that it's a lot more, hey, you can play a little bit of this for free, but if you really want to enjoy the game, then you need to give us money. Whereas with PlanetSide 2, it's, hey, the game's here, you can come play it, you can do whatever you want, anything is open to you. And if you want to unlock things faster, or you want to get like some special extra bling or whatever to put on your vehicles and such, then you can spend some station cash. And oh dear, have I been spending money on station cash. After the triple station cash day, I had about $300 worth of station cash, and I have like 40 of it left at this point.
And you are a replicant of all of everyone I know that's playing PlanetSide 2. We've all spent money. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's what happens when you have an excellent game and you have a free-to-play model that offers things that people want because it looks cool, and also just for the fact that you're enjoying what you're doing and not making people feel they have to take part in it. If you give the people the choice and make it an attractive choice, they'll do it and be happy about it, rather than being forced like they're being brick batted over the head to make you pay for it.
You know what I want to see? What I want to see someone at SOE live next year. I want to see them drive for the show in their van they've done up as a Sunder.
Oh, yes. That would be
I
awesome.
challenge all you PlanetSide 2 fans out there, one of you to do that.
Better yet, get something like the what is it, the Firefall MGU, like big old Firefall bus that they have. Get one of those and like put a whole LAN center inside of it. Yeah, do that.
Sunder.
Some random person.
We're gonna show up with a Sunder in Las Vegas. All right, next category, best MOBA. Which game came out of the gates roaring in 2012? Best MOBA. The choices were Bloodline Champions, Dota 2. Was it Dota? No, Dota. Dota? Dota. Should be Dota. Should be Dota 2. Should be Dota 2. Yeah. Heroes of Newerth and League of Legends. Josh Allen.
Guild Wars 2.
Good choice. Good choice.
Now I think if we're looking at the top MOBA of 2012, the award-winning MOBA of 2012, I think there's a lot of awesome stuff that Dota 2 is doing that it'll be great to see how that comes into fruition in the future. But for 2012, I think League of Legends is still very much at the top of the list for MOBA titles.
Scott Hawks.
I mean, League of Legends had an incredible year. I mean, if you look at the World Championships, how that was that all went off. It really took esports on this year, League of Legends. So I think for that alone, he deserves to be the Dota. Sorry, yeah, MOBA of the year.
Jason Winter, what is your choice for MOBA of 2012?
Yeah, I think it has to be League of Legends. I mean, not that it necessarily is on the same level, but the other one's getting a lot of talk is Smite, but it's officially launched. I would have liked to have seen that in the categories this year, but maybe next year it could actually sort of give it a run for the money.
Maybe next year. All right, so best MOBA of the year. Figure maybe I'll try a wine opener this time.
Okay.
It'll make it a little easier. Oh, I need more drum roll.
I think that might actually just make it more dangerous.
It probably does make it more dangerous. Best MOBA of 2012. Coming in at number 3. Heroes of Newerth. Respectable MOBA coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 2. Coming around a bend, coming around a bend, coming around a bend, coming in at number 2. Dota 2, coming in at number 2, Dota 2. And coming in at number 1, Viewers' Choice Awards. Bloodline Champions. I'm kidding. It's League of Legends. It's League of Legends. It has to be the League of Legends. League did have an incredible year, huh? I mean, just insane. Yeah. It's just the amount of money they're putting behind it. Season 2, the finale, like the live event, it's crazy. It's really just taken esports and it's completely elevated it to a new level. I mean, it's insane.
4.5 million viewers. The one weekend.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Ridiculous.
It really is. I can't imagine what's going to be like for next year and in 2013 and season 3 and. I think you're going to see a lot of the teams just get a lot more serious about what's going on, and maybe some North American teams will wake up and stop partying all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an excellent choice.
We got 3 categories left. Let's do best new MMO. This is best new MMO in 2012. So which game came out of the gates roaring in 2012? Scott Hawks, I'll start with you. Here's your choices. Best new MMO of 2012. You've got Star Wars The Old Republic. Came out in 2012. It officially came out in 2011, I guess. Didn't it come out in December? But it was like that last week. We snuck it in. We let it go into 2012, or we figured
grandfathered in.
It got grandfathered in. It did. The Secret World by Funcom. Terra.
Okay.
PlanetSide 2, which we all know you love.
Mm-hmm.
And Bloodline Champions. No, Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is actually the other choice.
Guild Wars 2. Well, I do something each week that's got something to do with one of those games, I think. but I'm not biased at all. And when I'd say I'd certainly go for Guild Wars 2.
Ooh, Guild Wars 2. Not the choice I thought Scott Talks would go with. Very surprised by that answer. Very, very surprised. Jason Winter.
Well, I do a Terror show every week, so clearly my answer is Guild Wars 2.
Wow, 2 going for Guild Wars 2, not going for the Terror. Josh Allen, I know you're going to pick up, what? Something else.
Well, I do a World of Warcraft show every week, so Bloodline Champions.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
No, for me, it is actually really close between PlanetSide 2 and Guild Wars 2. I think for me, just because it's a little bit more traditional as an MMO, I would go with Guild Wars 2 for this one. But splitting hairs there for that one. It's very, very close for PlanetSide 2 for me also. I
thought about this. I'm kind of with you there, being kind of close between those two. I'm kind of the same crossroads. I think the reason I'm going for Guild Wars 2 as well is mainly because I'm really hyped up on PlanetSide 2, loving it, having a lot of fun. Just want to see what they're going to do in 2013. I need a little bit more time, maybe. And
very true. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot more coming to that game, and by the end of next year, we could see a lot more added to it, beyond the sort of gameplay that's in there right now.
And we're already like talking about all the new stuff that's going to come with the game, and I can't wait for it. But like Guild Wars 2 came complete. It came as a package. Of course, there's things here and there that we've been waiting for, but it really felt like just here is the full package. Whereas, yeah, I'm going with Guild Wars 2. Let's see what the viewers' choice are going to go for here.
Gary, you need to remember to eat before the show.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
I'm actually quite hungry. I haven't eaten. It's been a long day. It's like the 4th show. Give me a break, Josh. Best new MMO of 2012 coming in at number 3. Star Wars The Old Republic. Coming in at number 3. Star Wars The Old Republic.
Makes sense. I mean, even whatever issues it has a lot of players still. I mean, what do we say? I mean, not to knock on one of the other categories, but Secret World sold like 300,000 or so. 203 is what they said, and SWTOR sold 2 million and dropped down to maybe a half or a third of that, maybe. So it's still more, maybe less than that. I don't know, but I'll just stop now.
Coming in at number 2. Of course, it's got a 2, but which 2 will it be? It's PlanetSide 2. PlanetSide 2 coming in at number 2. PlanetSide 2.
Really good game. Excellent game.
Coming in at number 1, best new MMO of 2012. I can't do the same joke where I just pick a game that I know is not going to win, so I'll just say it's Guild Wars 2.
I guarantee you, Guild Wars 2 will not win this category next year.
Yeah.
Yes, good point, sir.
It might still win. But it might still win best MMO of 2012 in the 2013 awards.
Guild Wars 2 is so far sweeping, winning a lot.
And deservedly so.
All right, next up. Now I'm going to drum roll even the category because it's very. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. Most anticipated MMO of 2013. So, what is your most anticipated MMO of 2013? Josh looks like he needs a time to think, so I'll go to Jason Winter.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to Elder Scrolls Online. It's something I've been covering, mostly for the site, and being a Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind fan going back like 10 years or so. It's something I really want to see and really want to see done right. And on the one hand, I sort of hope it comes out in 2013, but I kind of wouldn't mind if it didn't. Just if they need the extra time, get it done right the first time.
What gamer are you? I want to know when the expansion is coming out. When's the expansion coming out for Tesso? I'm bored. I got nothing to do. I should have given everybody the options before we went to you. So you're going with Tesso, which is on the list. The options for most anticipated game in 2013 and beyond. First up was Defiance, Tryon Worlds Defiance, the post-apocalyptic MMO coming out with a television show attached to it on Sci-Fi. That's going to be crazy weird. EverQuest Next, which is the next installment of EverQuest, which that's the only name we have. Firefall, which hasn't officially released, I guess, but is a lot of people are already playing it. Neverwinter, Perfect World, Neverwinter. Elder Scrolls Online, like Jason shows here. WildStar from Carbine, another one we've been following quite extensively. And World of Warplanes coming out of wargaming.net. Can't forget about those guys as well. So they're your choices. Scott Hawks, what's your most anticipated game of 2013?
If I'd seen more of EverQuest Next, then that certainly would be much closer than it is, because I'm desperate to see what they're going to do with that. The emergent style they're looking for, the destructibility elements of it, all that sort of thing that John Smedley's been teasing the hell out of us with, sound great. But Elder Scrolls Online, before I played it, I was a little not sure about it. But after playing it, I have to say that a lot of my fears were eased, and the plans they've got, I think it could be really, really something special next year. So I'm hoping anyway. So Elder Scrolls Online is the one I want to see most.
I'm actually glad you brought that up, because I think I dropped yesterday on one of the shows talking about you playing it, and then I was like, am I supposed to say that? I don't remember if I'm allowed to say that.
No, it's okay. It's public knowledge. I've played it.
Good. Don't want to get you fired there, buddy. All right, so two for Elder Scrolls Online. Josh Allen, what are you thinking?
Bloodline Champions.
Good for you. Good for you, sir.
No. For me, it's actually wow. Huge applause for Bloodline Champions. Yeah, maybe it is. Bloodline Champions, most anticipated of 2013. No, for me, it's actually very close between Firefall and WildStar. Firefall being one that I've been kind of watching for a while and really hoping it does become a real full-featured MMO. But every time I see something from WildStar, I just kind of, like, every time they come out with something new, I manage to find some little thing, like something that I notice in their, like just little gameplay segments or something that makes me go, that's a great idea. Why has no one done that before? So that's why I think WildStar is definitely one that I am really, really looking forward to getting my hands on. I really do hope that that does actually hit in 2013. And if it doesn't, I will be crying and voting for it as most anticipated game of 2014.
Josh Allen going against the grain with WildStar. WildStar does look really interesting. It does look interesting. I'm still a little bit on the fence for trying to understand everything, but some of this stuff, when they showed those little things we were talking about on Twimo today, the tells on the ground and stuff, I'm actually a big fan of it, and I like some of those ideas.
Player housing looks marvelous too.
Yeah, really, and hopefully we can shoot cannons at other player housing. So
no, they're for defensive purposes only.
Exactly. I have to go with Elder Scrolls Online. I have to go with Elder Scrolls Online more because I just love Skyrim and I love the world, and I just been playing those games for so long, and now it's like the thought of getting in there of playing an MMO that feels like just the Elder Scrolls universe. I can't wait. I got to go with Elder Scrolls. So, all right. So, what was the most anticipated, most anticipated game of 20? No, I'm not going to do that. That'd be bad. That's really bad.
There's nothing even in there. He's just, oh, okay.
Most anticipated game of 2013, voted on by you, all the viewers of GameBreaker.tv. Coming in at number 3, Josh Allen's pick, WildStar. A lot of people looking towards WildStar. Coming in at number 2.
It doesn't necessarily have the whole the big mainstream push yet, but a lot of it's got a good undercurrent.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with number 3 for WildStar, just because I feel like there's just not a lot of people even paying any attention to it yet. So for
the trendy people like Josh vote for it.
Awesome.
GameBreaker fans are paying attention to it. That's for damn sure. Coming in at number 2. Tiny bit of surprise. Tiny bit. Nobody picked it. Nobody on the panel picked it. Coming in at number 2, GameBreaker Viewer Choice Awards most anticipated game of 2013. Number 2, Neverwinter. Neverwinter by Perfect World.
Wow.
A lot of D&D fans in the GameBreaker community, I guess. It looks really solid, and I think for high fantasy D&D fans, especially with all the the player created content that they're going to do with making your own dungeons and things like that and being your own DM. I think it's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Most anticipated game for 2013 voted on by the GameBreaker community is Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online. Not a big surprise. Josh was going to
before, but then took an arrow to the knee.
Last
one of the year.
He went there. Can we stop them in 2013 or
please? Did we do most? Did we do a category for most oversaid joke in? I
haven't done it all year.
To death internet meme.
I've held off all year.
He's refrained. He waited. He wrote it. He wrote that joke. He wrote it out on like a cue card. He's got
saved it for this exact moment.
He's like on the video game words. All right, Q. Let's go. All right, last category of the night. This is best MMO. Name says it all. Who is number one? Not just in 2012, but just who has the best MMO? Here are your categories. First up, EVE Online. Long-running, very, very passionate group of players out there. EVE Online. Coming in at number 2, Guild Wars. Not coming in at number 2. Your second choice would be Guild Wars 2. Rift will be your third choice. Star Wars: The Old Republic, choice number 4. Funcom's The Secret World. Wargaming.net's World of Tanks. And Bloodline Champions. No. World of Warcraft by some company called Blizzard. Not really sure. So, Jason Winter, what is your pick for best MMO across the board?
Guild Wars 2.
Jason Winter says Guild Wars 2.
Like I said, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, it's what I played the most, and it's my main game now. It's replaced Lord of the Rings Online for me. So, yeah, that's just my favorite now. My precious.
Scott Hawks.
I don't know. That's quite scary. Yes, Guild Wars 2, definitely. It's technically fantastic, aesthetically the best MMO on the market, hands down. Just for the hair.
Do I need to even say it? Do I have to say it? I think that should be obvious.
I think you could say it. You could say it. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah, okay.
Bloodline Champions.
Bloodline Champions, definitely.
Asheron's cool too.
I don't actually have. I just realized that I don't know what. Wait, here it is. There we go.
You have a Bloodline Champion or something? Oh.
If Thrall was in Bloodline Champions, I probably would have spent more time in that game. No,
Josh Allen going with the World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Have to go with World of Warcraft.
All right, coming in by the Viewer's Choice Awards, GameBreaker Viewer's Choice Awards, best MMO across the board. Can you smell it?
A little stuffed up, not really.
Yeah, it's a sinus problem. Yeah.
It's Netflix. Netflix.com/GameBreakerTV for a free 30-day trial. Head on over to Netflix.com/GameBreakerTV. Woo! No.
You are shameless, sir.
This is it. This is the big one. This is the big one. Voted on by the fans. This is the one every gaming company wants. There's no better game award to win than the 2012 Viewer Choice Awards right here on GameBreaker.tv. This is the 19th year running. Very prestigious award to win. We give you pixels of a gold cup and a banner, and you can put it on your website and tout it that you won. Coming in at number 3. Not really surprised. EVE Online wins number 3, right? Pulling up the bronze. Very respectable. Pulling up the bronze.
Definitely.
It's about time those people who play EVE say something on our site, because they never say anything. They're always so quiet.
This is true.
Leading the charge for the sandbox. It's good.
The silver going to World of Warcraft, making the silver That can only mean one thing, folks. Already gave it away. See, this one kind of ruined it. There's no suspense. It's freaking Guild Wars 2. What else are you going to say? Congratulations, Guild Wars 2! Voted on by you. I don't have a song.
Oh, here. There.
Can you do the My Heart thing? Here's your song. Why is it not working? Oh, God, I hate you. No, that's not going. Guild Wars 2 sweeps it. I think it's only appropriate that we play the GameBreaker 2012 theme song. And we say goodbye to 2012 and hello to 2013. For Josh Allen, Scott Hawks, Jason Winter, I'm Gary Gannon. This is GameBreaker TV. I want to wish all of you a good night.
He heard you.
Don't eat the yellow snow. Josh, I hope you get lots of Soul Glow in 2013. Scott, I hope you find a tooth underneath your pillow.
Thank you. I'm still looking for it.
I know. That's why I'm thinking about you. Jason. I don't know, Jason. Just keep being Jason. Have a good night, everybody. Have a great 2013, 2012 New Year's. Be safe. Be merry. And, I don't know. We got some more shows before the New Year's over, I guess. Do we? No, we don't.
Do we
no,
have?
We don't.
Do we have?
This is it.
Do we have some headsets?
Oh, crap. All right, let's give away some headsets. Wow. Hang on. All right. Well, that was a great ending.
The envelopes for that.
That was a great ending for me to just ruin it and have to go back to show. How do I come back out of that and do show? All right, let's do more show.
There you go. Sorted.
Damn, that's good.
That is good.
Should put that on YouTube. All right, number one, you win you will win a pair of Astro A40s. These bad boys right here. First winner, Jeremy Yip. Jeremy Yip. Or Jeremiah.
Good job, Jeremy.
I think it's Jeremiah. I can't tell.
Jeremiah.
My eyes are going bad. I turned 68 this week. So coming in number 2. Second winner.
Is it me?
Jazzy Celestia. Jazzy Celestia, you win a pair of Astro A40s. Congratulations. And winning the third pair of Astro A30s, 40s.
Do I hear 50?
50s are nice. The 50s are the wireless ones.
Nope. Get those next year.
Can we get shorter drum roll next year, maybe? Greg Swan wins the third set of Astro A40s. We have all your info. You'll be receiving an email from us, and we'll get those shipped out to you as soon as possible.
You'll be hearing that recorder in beautiful clarity.
Yes, you will. They are beautiful. I've been wearing these things for a couple of years now. This is what I do every show with them. They're awesome. So thanks to Astro Gaming for sponsoring the 2012 Viewers' Choice Awards. And thanks to all the companies for putting out great games. Onward to 2013. See what you guys have to offer us. See what we can bitch about, because that's what we like to do right here on GameBreaker TV. Hopefully we didn't, hurt your feelings this year. Even you guys at BioWare. I still love you.
And remember, if you didn't like it, it's your fault. You should have voted different.
Hey, yeah. There you go.
Or voted more, or gotten your friends to vote more, or whatever.
Voted
more.
Yeah, you should have. voted
Jason's already
more.
mad. Jason's already mad at the community.
I'm not looking at chat room
I
right
know
now,
I'm
but
going to get a million comments.
Half of it is like, why did that stupid game win? That game sucks.
I don't know, man. Just taking the music. All right, guys. Have a great year. See you next year.